à tous de DDO. Attention pour la séquence finale. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top. Allumage P80. Décollage. Tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
Well, off she went like a shot. I told you. You saw Vega rise like an arrow, surprisingly fast. If you're used to watching Ariane, those of you familiar with the Ariane flights know that the heavier launcher rises much more slowly than Vega. The DDO is saying that all is nominal on board, everything functioning normally. After lifting off perfectly from French Guiana, beginning the third mission in her young career, Vega is flying a year after her successful second flight. The fine shots, people watching from the beaches, from their cars, and from the observation sites here around the base, getting some fine videos and photos. 136 tons at liftoff. Ariane 5 weighing over 6 times that much, remember. Vega lifting a satellite weighing 829 kilos tonight. There are some links between Vega and Ariane, which we're going to look at in just a minute. But for now, the flight path. Vega flies over the Atlantic, north over the Bermudas, then over Canada, then down over Russia and Australia, then back up South America from south to north. She then makes a second pass over the Bermuda Islands and Canada, then again down over Russia. And the Avum, the upper stage, will finally splash down in the southern Indian Ocean, but that's over 2 hours from now. We won't see it. What we do see is the first stage that's burning now and just been separated right on time. The first stage weighs 97 tons. The 88 tons of that are fuel. We're into the second stage burn. The second stage is called the Zefiro, ZZ23, burns its solid rocket motor for 86 seconds. It weighs 25 tons. 23 of those are fuel. On the upper right-hand corner of her screen, you see the cursor crawling up the line there. The line is actually two lines. One is the optimal flight trajectory. The other is the real-time trajectory. As long as they're the one and the same, and they're superimposed one on another, we're right where we should be. And the cursor is, of course, Vega climbing up for her mission as she crosses the Atlantic North. Avio, an Italian firm, is responsible for production, integration, and testing of both the Zefiro second and third stages. Both are produced in Colleferro, near Rome, at their facilities. Then, like the first stage, they're loaded with solid propellant before shipped here to the spaceport, which is not very different from what's done with Ariane 5. We mentioned some of the similarities. The upper segment of the Ariane 5 booster is also loaded in Colleferro, same place, same teams, with 26 tons of solid propellant, and then shipped out here to French Guiana. Coming up in about 20 seconds is separation of the second stage. The same Ariane 5 facilities and equipment here at the Guiana propellant plant, which is at the spaceport, are used for Vega's first stage propellant loading and transport. And the stage's nozzle is also an evolution from that of Ariane 5 booster. So without Ariane 5, you don't really get Vega and vice versa. Second stage has been separated.
Séparation Z23.
And we're waiting for ignition of the third stage. The DDO will call out that confirmation. And then we will also have separation of the fairing. There is the ignition of the third stage, the 4-meter long, and there is the separation of the fairing, revealing our satellite to the elements.